With the sudden addition of America's first tilt coaster, Cedar Point has boldly reminded everyone of the greatness and I guess the favoritism that is the coaster capital of the world. Of course, the last couple years here have been a fusion of both thrill and family, which leaves an ambiguous taste as for what's next. Let's try and predict what the horizon may bring here at the Rockin' Roller Coaster. I think the park will maintain a mix of thrill and family expansions. I think they're in a slow transition to become a family destination resort for financial reasons, and both is the answer. They've made it clear that groundbreaking new coasters will not stop. Don't fix it if it ain't broke, right? What Cedar Point has is incomparably special. They sell the concept of coaster paradise. Tarnishing their fundamental appeal would ruin the park's marketability. They've also made it clear that they want a taste of the financial stability that comes from attracting families. They've really improved the park's atmosphere in recent years with Snake River Expedition and the boardwalk area, and I think they will continue to polish the edges while thriving from the core, the big coasters. Now, how will this play out as far as future rides? I have targeted 3 potential places where I think future expansions will occur. First, let's talk about the plot of land that is on everyone's minds, Snake River Falls and Frontier Fling. With both rides permanently closing in the 2024 season, a huge horizontal plot of land has been freed up. What first comes to mind, since they got rid of their log flume and the area already has a nice water landscape, is a water coaster. This is an experience they don't offer, and there are some very unique water coasters out there that could be good for this park. It would also make for a solid family attraction, but maybe this would be more fit for a cozier plot of land in this park. I think they will get something bigger here. While I could see a motorbike coaster or something as unique as a surf coaster reimagining this land, I think the most likely addition is a Vekoma New Gen flying coaster. This prediction is a little bit out there, but I choose it because, well, first off, Siren's Curse is also made by Vekoma, which means the two are allies, but primarily because the sensation of flying is so unlike any other sensation that is offered at the park, and it's totally on brand. The coaster would be phenomenal for the skyline and could also be a good opportunity for an immersive experience. If done right, the coaster could unleash the kind of spark found in a ride like Velocicoaster, which could be extremely attractive for the park. Now for a moonshot prediction, just as a fun hypothetical for if the park had unlimited money, let's completely ignore the fact that this model is probably lost in some deep file cabinet and say an Intamin Giga Splash. Imagine Singapore Airport's waterfall as a coaster. That's pretty much this thing, which would be very cool. Number 2. The plot of land between Steel Vengeance and Gemini. This is a smaller plot of land where I think a solid family attraction could open. The 2 main ride types I could see here are a shooting simulator dark ride and a Journey to Atlantis style log flume ride. Cedar Point doesn't have a dark ride, which is pretty crazy to think about, although for this plot of land I think a log flume ride would be better. I think this is a huge opportunity for the park to utilize immersion. A log flume ride like Journey to Atlantis is compact, but also visually stunning and realistically in their price range, unlike, let's say, Chia Pass at Phantasialand. I could also picture some totally awesome potential themes for the ride. Lake Erie is full of cool old folklore, from serpent-like creatures to shipwreck stories, and it almost feels like wasted potential not utilizing these. For the moonshot prediction, I say we completely discard Gemini and welcome a massive new dueling coaster to pay homage to it. And the only thing that could do it justice is a dueling RMC T-rex coaster, but maybe around giga height, as anything more would be slightly overkill. Cedar Creek Mine Train. This coaster utilizes a smaller but versatile plot of land. The ride is most appreciated for its historical value rather than the actual ride experience, but I think its presence could be very much spared for a modern family coaster. There are other coasters with historical value here, and I think this one stands out the least. For this plot of land, I could see a motorbike coaster utilizing this terrain very well. I personally think motorbike coasters are some of the funnest rides for people of all ages. While something as upscale as Hagrid's is unrealistic, with the land being in Frontier Town, a motorbike coaster themed to horses and cowboys similar to Pony Express at Knott's could very well be a really good fit. It is also one of those cool sensations that the park does not offer. Now for the moonshot prediction, I'm gonna say King Dakar. I know the ride closed because it was a maintenance nightmare, and Cedar Point kind of got rid of their own version of this ride like not too long ago, but I personally think they would benefit from a thrilling ride like this. Hopefully this explosion wasn't too damaging to the track pieces, and we can just collect them and put the pieces back together. While the park has made quite the push towards family-oriented experiences in recent years, it's nice to know that they are still the same park. The park that occasionally releases a mentally unhinged attraction that leaves the most schizophrenic of fanboys dumbfounded. I think, no matter what, the future here will continue to keep people on their toes. What kind of attraction do you think Cedar Point needs? Let's have a heated discussion in the comment section below.